Now let's turn to our top story of the night. Downtown PKB is working with the City of Parkersburg Development Office and the Wood Washington Wirt Interstate Planning Commission to help make finding parking in downtown easier. According to Executive Director of Downtown PKB, Amanda Stevens, the idea for the interactive map came from a stakeholder meetings. During the meetings, downtown businesses and their patrons expressed concern over not knowing where to park and how it could be a detriment to local businesses. Stevens says the issue of not being able to find parking is more of a perception issue rather than an actual parking issue. She says the goal of this tool is to ensure the betterment of that perception.
The way it works is you type in, for example, Parkersburg Brewing Company, and it will show you every parking lot or on the street. It will show you everywhere that there is for public parking near Parkersburg Brewing Company.
Stevens encourages local businesses to add the map to their social media and websites and for patrons to utilize it and give it a try the next time you are downtown.